So, bit of a tutorial on how I made my lightsaber. I went through a couple different tests. The one I ended up doing was basically you get a bunch of this stuff from the store, pipe department. I'm not even sure what some of the sizes on these are. Just some gray PVC pipe. I ripped off all of the stickers. So I think these are an inch. I believe these are 3/4. So you want the kind that's threaded on both sides. And then some caps, like these. And connector pieces. So I sat in the store on the floor and put pieces together for about 20 minutes to make sure I had pieces that actually fit. So there's pieces that connect one size to another one of the exact same size, like this. And there's also ones that step it down like this. These are kind of cool because once you've painted them, they look like just like a nut. So this one would connect one about this size to something like this. So if you were to connect a piece like this to a piece like this, they would screw together. Right now all of this looks like garbage because they're white and gray. So once you get a design that you like, you get something put together, you're going to want it to be about at least 3 hand pieces long. So once you get a handle that you like, it's just whatever you like, then you can take it all apart and paint each individual piece to be the colors that you want. So I would put like a cap on the end, and that kind of looks cool. I don't have any more of that piece, but so say if I just wanted to continue with this one, put a cap on that, and then you need the most important one of these doohickeys. See, I don't have one of the rights. Oh yeah, this. So this part, it's a threaded fitting on one end, and it's a slit fitting on the other end. And you want it to be 1 inch diameter on the inside, and whatever diameter you want on the top of your lightsaber handle on the other side. So that just depends on how you make your handle. These pieces are each like between 10 cents and 30 cents a piece. So that just depends on your design. I bought a ton of them because I planned on making several of them. I ended up with way more connectors than I needed, and not enough pipe. But that's to start off with. You need these things. Something else you're going to need is a couple of these cheap, like dollar store flashlights. They've got a ton of LEDs in there. You want to make sure it's really, really bright, as bright as you can get. So then you take it apart. You take this battery pack out. It's got 3 AAAs. You don't need the rest of this handle. Then in here you'll see there's a little metal disc. Take something kind of pointy. Tip of this pen is pretty good. And you can unscrew this. You just put it in those holes. Right there, these 2 holes on the side. And you just unscrew it out of the way. And it'll slide into, and my computer just died. You it'll slide into those little grooves on the side. See that? I'm not sure if I'm sure. And it'll come right out. So then you have this spring. Also don't need that. What you want out of this whole situation, showing this really badly, this light is too bright, is this circular circuit board. So you just pull it out by the spring that's attached to it, and you've got the light piece. You can take this ring off, you don't need that either, and this is what you'll be left with, something like this. This light is washing it right out. This is the world's worst YouTube tutorial. Get these out of the way. So this is my lightsaber that I built that doesn't have any light in it. But this is how I've painted it so far. This is the part where I busted it all up and had to replace it. But actually this used to be a shorter piece, something more about that long. And I'm really liking this a lot better because it's a lot easier to grip for when I'm doing spins and stuff. So if you're doing a lot of spins, having a longer piece right here is easier to hold on to. I'm really liking that a lot better. So this is going to be painted gold, and this is going to be painted gold as well when I actually put it back together again. But just as an example of how to make this illuminated, you're going to want a piece of PEX pipe for this. Or polycarbonate. The clear polycarbonate tube is really the stuff you want. But it's impossible to find around here, so there's either PVC or PEX. PEX glows, like you can actually shine the light through it and it'll light up. Whereas PVC doesn't light up anywhere near as well, and also it glows yellow when you shine a light through it. So if you want it to be any color other than yellow, it's not going to be. This, because I've painted it pink, will glow this kind of sickly puke orange color. And so that's terrible. You actually want PEX for this because that'll glow white all the way down the length. It won't be as bright as polycarbonate tube, but it'll work. So I'll take this apart and I'll walk through the reassembly of it, but with the electronics in it. So right at the moment this doesn't have any electronics. So just as an example, I got another really bright flashlight. Turn this off. See how crappy the PVC looks. That's kind of the sickly yellow color it would look like. It's kind of disgusting orange. But, I mean, if you're going for an orange one, knock yourself out. If you're going for a red one, it's kind of can almost be Sith color. I think it's horrible looking because it's supposed to be bright pink. So the tools that you're going to need are a screwdriver. Drill would be handy. It would be a pain in the neck to do without a drill, but you can do it. It's just okay, that may not come off. And I'd rather not break it if I don't have to. So let me just, this is going to need so much editing. Okay, so on the bottom of our LED piece, there are several rows of solder points, and the inside circle of solder points is the positive side and the other side is the negative side. Let me double check to make sure that that's correct. So I just got some wire Doesn't seem to matter what kind of wire you use. I've used a bunch of different gauges. Wire does make a difference in most projects, but it hasn't mattered in this particular project. So hockey tape will have to do. So for prototyping purposes, I'm just securely taping the wires onto the battery pack. There we go. Okay, so you'll connect one wire to the springs. This one spring is soldered onto the interior ring of solder points, so you don't have to worry about doing anything with it. You just, get it on there and solder it. Then you will take some solder and solder it to one of these outside circle points. So like that one will work, that one will work. Any of these ones on the outside ring will turn the light on. So you can choose whichever one you like. I would recommend leaving this unhooked for a while so you get